Hello everybody. It's been a while since I made a video, and today I want to reconnect with you and check how you're doing. I hope you're coping with all that is in your way, and I just wanted to go back to basics and maybe explain a few things more in detail than we can do in the gym environment. So it's about yogic breaths, and I'm going to start with teaching you how to cleanse your nostrils. And in yoga we have something called panchakarma. It's like 5 ways of cleansing the body, and the first of the panchakarmas is Neti pot, cleansing the nostrils. I've already cleansed mine, and this is not very gentle, so it's not very nice to share with someone on the screen, but I can't teach you any other way. So I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to demo it very briefly so you can try it at home yourselves. This is a neti pot you can get online. It's like a plastic pot. It costs a couple of quid maybe, or you can use an old teapot that you have no use for. It's very good. It's the same with this pot here. I put warm water with sea salt in it, so it's like salty water. Don't put too much because it will burn your nose too much, and then it's not very pleasant. But you have to learn to do it correctly so you don't actually get too much into your body. So you're just going to use it to cleanse your breathing channels. So what you do is like open your mouth so you can breathe in and out through the mouth whilst you do this, and you tilt your head to one side and you place the spout into one nostril, and then the water will simply come out of the other one because you're not inhaling it in. So I'm just going to demo that one side, and then you'll do it both sides. And obviously after doing it you need to cleanse everything that comes out. And I'm just going to show you it now. So have a look. So I tilt and I breathe in and out. I'm not going to talk so it works. So I'm not going to go on the full blow, but you need to full blow there. Do you see? And then whatever comes out, it's just you're gonna see how much pollution that is in your throat or in your nose, and you do the other side. You can gargle also afterwards to cleanse the throat. It's very good salt water for you. Try not to swallow it. And I do this maybe 3 times a week, and it depends if I feel like there's a lot that I must cleanse. Maybe if I got a head cold, I use it to breathe before bed. Also, it's very good, and it helps you with your breathing. That's the next thing that I'm going to do today with you. So I want to teach a few breathing techniques, and then that can help you with stress, and it can also teach you how to practice your asanas, because the breath is the main part, and there's loads of different types of breath. We call these pranayama. Okay, so I'm going to just try to simplify everything so you can understand. So just sit up nice and tall. I sit like this because it's comfortable for me. I'm on a cushion because I just want to be comfortable all the way through. If you can't put one foot over the other, you can put it here. If you find it's too uncomfortable, you can have cushions or blocks like that can support your base. Then you can have your seat bones here, and you are sitting nice and tall already. This looks easy. It's not. If you don't sit on the floor regularly, you will find that it's hard. So the more comfortable you make it for yourself, the better for your pranayama to work. So if you're like this and you can't get breath in, or if you're tensing your shoulders, you can't get breath in. So we want to open the chest. We want to relax the shoulders. We want to use our core muscles in the bases of our spine here. I'm going to take this out, otherwise I'll get too lazy. And then we're going to try to engage our core. So in this position, my back is in neutral and I have no tension at all. Okay, so I'm just feeling the breath in my belly first, and relax, and inhale. I learned to pump my breath through the throat. You don't have to, just breathe in and out through the nostrils. And keep going like so. So you're breathing in, your belly is swelling up. Breathing out, your belly is squeezing in, relaxing the shoulders, lifting the top of the neck, all along, trying to stay nice and tall. So as you're exhaling, you feel power in the stomach, and your stomach squeezes into your spine. And you feel your tailbone vertical, and you feel your core muscles and your pelvic floor is lifting up inside of you. We call this the Mulabanda. So you're really using your pelvic floor. It's the muscles of the parts underneath, in between the bum and then the front part of our body. Okay, so that's like a sling muscle. So you lift them up. So think about your butt cheeks, and you just curl the butt cheeks inside of you, and that lift is the pelvic floor. Okay, so in your seated position, you're thinking of the pelvic floor and lift. That keeps your back in neutral, and you can feel power, and your back won't hurt you. And your stomach expands, and you pull. That's the lower part of the stomach. Now I want you to bring the breath into the mid parts of the stomach. So this is the solar plexus, and this is the diaphragm. So diaphragm can expand and contract. So you can open space and contract the space. So think about just pushing the breath in here. And exhale. And you're thinking about the diaphragm shutting and closing and expanding and opening. If you just think of it, the part of the body, it becomes harder, because if you're using the whole of the system, it's a bit easier because you get to effort together. But just try not to pull your lower part of the stomach, just go into the solar plexus. You can start feeling those abdominal muscles there, can you not? So you just practice a few more times like this. You can put your hand under the rib cage here and just feel this breath in there. And exhale. And you can feel under the ribs, there's little muscles and they contract. It's like come underneath, and that's your six pack. Okay, so you can really squeeze onto the six pack. And inhale and open. And exhale. And squeeze. So you can see the power of the breath in the middle of the body. Now think about the torso and the lungs and where your rib cage is. So you can breathe into the ribs and out of the ribs. And we call this the bellows breathing. So it's like the bellows or the harmonica. So you open and you close, and you see the fingers here, inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your rib cage. Yes, you can see the fingers expanding. I can really breathe and look how much space I'm making. At the beginning, you won't be able to do so much, but I want you to feel that you're pushing just into the ribs, nothing else. Not in the lower belly, not in the solar plexus, just inside of the ribs. And you start feeling the separation of the rib cage as you expand them. So, and these muscles between the rib cage, they're gonna be expanding. And if you're not used to it, there's not much space, there's not much movement, your muscles are tight. So the more you breathe in and out, your muscles gonna get a bit more flexible and stronger, and then they can really push and massage your lungs. So this is the contraction of the rib cage. And when you're squeezing them in, you feel the heart squeezed also. But that stimulates the heart, and it gets it massaged. And if there's any fat around the heart or the arteries, you're just trying to make them dissolve, basically. So this is really, really good for your circulatory system. Good. And now we're gonna come to the top part. So this is the part we use all the time, and you don't even think, and you just breathe in, you go up here. And in all the 22 years of my career, I've been telling people to pull their shoulders down. But this is what we do naturally, because this is the shallow breath. It takes the least effort. So you breathe in, breathe out, the shoulders rise. I can't even lift them because I'm so used to not lifting them, but you just breathe like you normally do. I just want you to notice what you do. Because when you know what you're doing, then you can actually adjust it and learn different things and maybe make it a bit better for your life, okay? So until you learn what you're doing, you can't unlearn it, you know, so you need to know what happens to your body. So you try to breathe in into the clavicle and the shoulder blades, and breathe out of the clavicle. You'll find it's very shallow. You don't need to make effort. I can't even do it anymore. So, but that is actually the part of the yogic breath also, because that's also expands your breath. Because when we're doing the pranayamas, we play with the breath. So you need to know how to expand and how to contract and how to hold your breath. So Now I'm going to try to get you to do all of this channel. So we start with the Mulabanda, so we can sit up, and we start with the lower part of the stomach, the transverses, and then we got the solar plexus and the rib cage and the collarbones and the shoulder blades. Okay, so good luck. So we need to expand first. So breathe in and out normally. Get ready for it. Then breathe in deeper into your lower part of the belly and let it swell up. Into the solar plexus, into the rib cage, into the shoulders and the collarbones. And exhale out of the lower part. Solar plexus, rib cage, and the shoulders deflate and collarbone squeeze down. Make everything squeeze. You're like a ball constricting you. Yes? And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And relax for a moment. Just want you to notice now how you're feeling when you use all of the breath. I feel a little lightheaded now because I feel, oh my God, it's just like oxygen and too much of it maybe. So this is what happens in life. So when you don't use the full capacity of the body, you're not feeding your body and you get stressed out, especially if you do the shallow breath up here. So anytime you feel that, you can actually go back to doing the simple breathing using all of the muscles of the breath, okay, all of it. And every part of this breath affects different parts. But if you just learn the whole breath, then you can use this in standing positions. And you heard me doing the Ujjayi breath. You don't have to do that. I'm just so used to doing it, and it cleanses my throat. You see, my voice is always weak because I'm teaching all the time. So then coming on to the next part that I want to teach you. So now that you learn how to breathe in and out, you should practice this every day so that you can get better at it. I'm going to teach you how to hum. We cleansed our nostrils and we are just breathing deeper. So you're actually opening the body up for your practice. And then another thing is, if you got a job like me, you're talking a lot, or you have to do a presentation and you need to prepare and then do your voice, then you can actually do this humming breath. So it's like the bumblebee hum. So it's the same kind of breath. We're just going to hum and closing the mouth, and we're just going to make sound as we exhaling, okay? So it's like doing an om, but we don't open that mouth to the ah, yeah? So we're just going to keep it closed. I'll just try to show you, and just watch first if you don't understand, and then we can try to practice it together. Here we go, breathing in, breathing out. All of the muscles, all of the space in the body, and exhale. If you notice that I squeeze my belly to extend the exhalation so I can actually keep going longer, and you should also practice this, then you can actually start resonating into the throat and into the sinuses, and you can open up more channels. And it also helps you just focus your mind, and it just makes you forget about what you're thinking and you're stuck with some problem. This can just simply like make you forget and energize the brain also. So I'm going to do a few more of this, and I want you to just see how you're feeling with it. Okay, so breathing in into your belly, solar plexus, rib cage, shoulders, stealing the mouth. And you can say om, or you can say plum. Here we go. And relax. See, what happened there? So I just started using my diaphragms, and the sound changed. Did you see? And that's kind of hitting the different parts of the vocal cords, so it's warming you up even better. And let's do a couple more like this, and you explore, see how you're feeling, and maybe you're gonna become joyous because you'll laugh about it. Here we go, breathing in. So you can go onto the scales of the notes if you're very musical. I'm not very good at it, but I'm just doing my own and just exploring. I'm going to do one more with you. Just close your eyes, hands in chin mudra, just have a little break and see how you're feeling. And now all that breathing and oxygen in the body, I want you to feel the body. Is the breathing, because doing all the breathing exercises back to back, you can get too much oxygen, you can get dizzy. Or you're feeling like I'm feeling all tingling sensation after the humming, because all the chanting just makes my body a bit tingle. So I feel gentle glow around my arms, especially today. And it could be any part of your body. Just want you to observe how you're feeling. And I feel quite joyous because the sound is just like a little kid learning to sing first time. So I'm feeling all this joy. And then my mind is empty. See whether you can empty yours. Because it's just oxygen in the body, and I'm just enjoying the silence now. Then open your eyes and come back to me. And then I'm just looking at the time. Yes, I think I'd like to do one more. So this one is called the sun breath. So we're just gonna breathe alternate nostrils, but because we want to energize the body rather than going into relaxation. But after the humming breath, you might really feel like lightheaded and you might want to lie down. If that's the case, switch the video off, just go into a little meditation, because it's great that you're feeling that, okay? So you don't have to do all of the exercises at once. You can just stop and start, and maybe start with the beginning of the session with just simple pranayama, and then you move on to the next. But I want to teach you this one because especially like in the afternoon when you're feeling a little slump, you can just have a little 5 minute and do this breath that I'm going to teach you next. So you get your hand in Vishnu Mudra, which is like the thumb, and your index finger and middle finger goes inside, and the other two fingers come together. Mine don't close very well. I mean, they're supposed to stay next to each other, but I can't manage it for some reason. It doesn't matter, you just relax your fingers like that. So the right thumb and the right nostril, and it's ring finger and little finger close the left. What we have to do is just breathe in through the right always, and breathe out through the left always. So I'm gonna start with 4 breath in, 4 count in, 4 count out, without holding, and then we can see whether we can hold in between and then increase the count. Okay, so breathe in and out. And you can have your left hand on your chin mudra here, relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. So I forgot to mention the humming breath, you're supposed to relax your jaw and your neck. It's the same here. So if you shut the left nostril first, so you're breathing in through your right, that's 4 count. You shut your nostril and you open the left nostril and breathe out through the left for 4. I shut the left nostril, in 4 through the right, out through the left. I've already increased the count to 5. Okay, see whether you can do 6. Count up to 8. Now I want you to have a little pause in between. So when inhale, you pause. I'm going to stop just to talk. So inhale, you hold the breath, but you don't have to hold for long, especially if you feel like you can't hold. Don't force. But when you're holding, as the point where you feel the breath absorbed. So don't feel like you're holding and you need to rush. You feel like you're holding because you are having the oxygen, and there's time to notice where the oxygen and it goes all of the body. So you can feel the breath feeding you, and then you let go. And then there's a little pause after letting go also. But that pause is not so long. Okay, so let's try it. Feel the breath travel through the body, each and every cell that you exhale. Finish everything, you empty the body so you're ready to breathe in. Retain the breath, feel it feed you, nourish you, vitalize you. Then you let go the toxins, negative energy. Notice that you did that, and then breathe in again. You feel the energy waking you, your body is lifting, your neck is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. Only retain it as long as you want to. You don't hold your breath and pass out. Remember, your shoulders don't tense up, your stomach is all expanded. Now you squeeze it to breathe out. Shoulders back, head is up. You're using your pelvic floor to sit up comfortably. Letting go of the negative thoughts. You want to wake your body up. You want to feed it. You want to feed your soul with it too. Your mind is clearing. Your body is activating all the energy. All last time. You're feeling full, whole now. All your body is balanced and energized. And then relax and breathe normally. At this stage you might want to lie down because I feel really lightheaded now after all that. And then I'm just going to give you a little bit of gong bath, and so you can lie or you can sit like this, and just want you to close your eyes, okay? And just feel your body. You've done all this hard work, and see whether you can get some good out of it. So eyes closed. Your body is relaxed, your shoulders are resting, your jaw is relaxing, but your mouth is shut gently. You feel the cheekbones rest, your eyes are not flickering. You feel the grounding through the hips if you're sitting, or you're grounding through the whole of the spine onto the body, and relax. Feel all the tension and lean through your fingers and your toes. Feel like you deserve this now, the whole body is in peace. You're rejuvenating, recovering. You're just enjoying being alive. Remember, you can always come back to this space anytime you feel it's too much, everything gets too much for you. You feel you're not important anymore. Remember, you are. Your life is very important to you, to others. Our breath is very important to our bodies and our minds. So appreciate what you have. And take time to notice what your body does for you and what you must put back in for it to be able to properly function. Feel the tingling sensation throughout all of the parts. Little toe, little finger, your shoulder blade, your spleen, your heart, your legs, your arms, your hair, your eyes, your nose, your ears. Everything is so important. And you're enjoying every bit of it. Totally in silence. Your body, your soul. If you're on the floor, come to your right side to wake up gently. Bend your knees and catch your head. If you're sitting up, you're just becoming aware that we're going to wake up in a minute. Take deep breaths in and out. And gently open your eyes. And bring your hands together. Namaste. I hope this was useful to you and have a great week, everybody. See you next time. Well done.